after 2 or 3 months, I have to give mock where I stand. I have seen the test series of BYJU'S in which topic-wise questions were also given. I thought this is the best for me. So I will say in quant, if you spend 2-3 minutes, if it is solved, it's okay. Otherwise, move to next question. And I have started giving mocks at my timing also. As I was in first slot, I started giving mock in morning only, so that mind also knows that I have to be active in this particular time.
Hello everybody, welcome back to our Spotlight series for BYJU'S Exam Prep Cat channel. As promised earlier, we've spoken a lot with the non-engineering crowd. It's about time we go ahead and have a chat with somebody from the engineering background who himself has gone ahead and cracked CAT and is entering into one of the top B schools of the country. Having the option of going to Calcutta, he still decided and made a mistake by going to Bangalore, considering Cal is my alma mater. But jokes aside, I'm very, very pleased to introduce Arpit today.
Hello, sir.
Congratulations first and foremost, Arpit, and we at BEP are very, very proud of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So Arpit, first things first.
Yes, sir.
रिजल्ट आया, लैपटॉप ऑन किया, यहाँ फोन पे देखा, जहाँ पे भी मेल आया, मेल जब पढ़ा, the moment you read it, what was your experience? What was your reaction?
Sir, I was sitting with my friends and my phone beeped. I took out the phone and seen the mail and I was like, this cannot be happened. And means I cannot believe myself. Yes, sir.
मतलब पता ही नहीं था अभी होने वाला है.
हाँ, sir. And I was like, means because I think that Bangalore interview was not that good. I was thinking like that. So I cannot believe that I got call from interview. Means I got call from Bangalore.
Lovely, yeah, lovely. And what was the reaction of your parents at home and everybody?
They have belief. I don't know from where
So
they
thought
were.
you will clear.
Yes, because my relatives lives there. So they were like, you are going to Bangalore.
Lovely, lovely. That's great. Okay. So what we'll do, Arpit, is we'll kind of break this up into two parts. Okay. So whenever a person goes ahead, prepares for these top colleges, the first thing that they do is they have to decide कि यार यही करना है और क्यों करना है. They need to have clarity of thought. So we'll talk a little bit about that before and after that we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about your preparation strategy, how you went about it before we move on to the next part. Clear?
Sure, sir.
So let's start off with that. मतलब engineer, NIT, very good profile, you've done well for yourself. भैया जाते अपने normal coding jobs, if that is something that you interested in, or anything in your own domain, ये suddenly क्यों आ जाते हैं engineers MBA में? बहुत लोग पूछते रहते हैं, तो इस बार मैं सोच रहा हूँ एक engineer से ही पूछते हैं. So why MBA?
Sir, I have interest in business from initials only. As from after college, I got selection in different companies, but I chose India Mart because it was dealing in business, direct business with the customer.
So what is the profile at India Mart?
I was software engineer.
Achha, software
Yes,
engineer.
means coding side only.
Lovely.
But I thought I will go in that company. I will have interaction with different people. And after 1 year, some of my friends have started their startups. So I thought I have to also, I already have that interest. So I thought I will also go for that. But they were facing challenges and I saw that they were lacking some knowledge in that domain. So I thought I will be getting first this knowledge. After that, I will start my own business. So in July 2022, I thought that I will be giving CAT this year and started my preparation there.
So lovely. Yeah, quite interesting, that was the methodology, and I think a lot of people think of it that way. Let's first get all the education, let's get all the knowledge, and then let's look at the application of the knowledge part. एक साथ पढ़ाई खत्म ईजियर भी होता है.
हाँ,
तो 2 साल काम करके आओ वापस पढ़ाई में मन भी नहीं लगता यार कभी कभी पढ़ने का. ये भी होता है कई बार. But yeah, lovely. That's quite interesting. So let's start off with the preparation. Okay, so you decided and you wrote CAT in 2022. So you had about 6-8 months. We discussed and I spoke about and I found out that you were predominantly one of those who was very confident. यार ability है, NIT जा चुका हूँ, IIT JEE क्रैक किया है, तो मेरे को पता है क्या है, एग्जाम में खुद क्रैक करूंगा. But you still went ahead and you enrolled for a test series as well.
Yes,
so
sir.
let's talk a little bit about your preparation strategy and why you enrolled for the BYJU'S Exam Prep test series.
Yes. As sir, I was like, I will be preparing from free sources and I started preparing from there. But I think that after 2 or 3 months, I found out that I have to give mocks. I have to see where I stand and what are the chances that how other people are better than me or where I stand today. I have to find out that. So I went for I have seen the test series of BYJU'S in which topic wise questions were also given. So I thought this is the best for me, as For example, if I am lacking in some particular topic, I will be covering it from there. So I bought this course from BYJU'S, test series from the BYJU'S, and started giving mocks from August or September only, so that I can see, because I think some mocks are all India mocks also included in that. So I started with that only, and I saw that I am standing here, I am lacking in this particular topic, and then I think all India mocks is around in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. So I started giving mocks every week, including that all India mock also. So after every mock, I do some initial analysis that in which topic I am not doing well, and I went in the topic sections of the BYJU'S, in which inside particular topics there is a subdomain also. So inside that subdomain, I chose that topic, then went into the subdomain and practiced those questions. And and my main purpose there was not to solve the question, but get that topic, so that I can apply that, means clarity of that topic in every question.
Correct.
So in this way, I repeated this for, I think, around the CAT exam. And during last week, I think I have given 3 to 4 mocks in last week only, so that I can have better practice. And I have started giving mocks at my timing also. As I was in first slot, I started giving mock in morning only, so that my mind also knows that I have to be active in this particular timing.
Absolutely. I think that's a very important intangible. I always talk about students and telling students that, 2 to 3 things. Number 1, always write the mock in the same time zone. Second, यार घर पे ना कभी कभी अपना सिस्टम खराब करवाओ.
Yes.
घर पे किसी को बोलो स्विच ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी समटाइम्स, नेट कभी बंद कर दो, सिस्टम कभी खराब कर दो, बहुत आवाज करने लगो, बिकॉज यू डोंट नो इन द एग्जाम हॉल व्हाट विल हैपन.
Yes.
If you can prepare for these intangibles, you feel much more confident when you enter the exam hall.
Yes.
I think very, very interesting things that you're talking about. So if I get you right, what you're trying to state is, in the BP app, you've basically not only got the full length mocks, you also got the topic tests and the subtopic layer. For example, खाली both and stream में problem है तो खाली both and stream के questions कर लो.
Yes.
That's something that you found very.
And
very
also my standpoint where I am standing at present from all India mocks.
Exactly.
Yes.
So continuing from all India mocks, now these mocks, the all India mocks, had something called a video attempt as well. Entire paper was attempted, a live attempt. And also the other mocks had video solutions for the mock. Did you go through that? Do you think that was helpful?
Yes. For example, in any solution, after giving mock, I have done some analysis, and if I know this topic, I must have covered this question. But why I not attempted this question, or how it went wrong, I saw the solution. If I thought some topic concept is missing or something like that, I went for the video which was given there.
Perfect. Now, I've asked this of other students as well, and I always ask this question because students इतना मुझसे पूछते हैं ना कि मैं अब बोल के थक गया, तो I want you all to speak about this. But the point is, there is this thing that students always say, sir, syllabus नहीं खत्म हो, mocks कैसे लिखे?
Yes.
Right?
For that, I will say, syllabus कभी खत्म नहीं होता है. वही means we feel that something is missing in every topic, and there is that's why there is level 1, level 2, level 3 of difficulty, because some questions will always be there which we cannot attempt. And I will suggest in exam also you have to choose questions. You don't have to attempt all the questions. You have to go for the questions which are under your concept, means which you are good at, and you have to choose. And in CAT, I think only 50% questions you can attempt and get very good percentile.
Absolutely. So 50% questions, if somebody attempts and the accuracy is good, you can even get a 99%.
Yes, more than that.
Correct.
Yes,
so just coming back to that, you said you need to be good at choosing questions. How did you improve on this strategy? आपको ऐसे पता चला कि इस वे से मैं ये क्वेश्चंस पढ़ के मैं समझूंगा कि मेरे को ये करना है, और ईच सेक्शन का अलग होगा, क्योंकि DILR में 4 passages है, solving all 4 is not going to be easy. Verbal has RCs as well as passages. Quant has so many topics. So how did you go about it? How did you identify your strengths? How did you do that?
If you want to explore this yourself, you can go for, practicing mock will give you answer by itself, I think. But if I give you my answer, it is like, for example, if verbal was my weakest section, and in verbal, when I was practicing and if I am giving mocks, there are at least one passage which is very, very difficult. And after 1 or 2, or I think I will say 5 mocks, I was like, if I have wasted 3 to 4 minutes in one passage, and I am feeling that I cannot do very good in it, I go for the next, because wasting time and thinking that I have already started this, I must continue this. This is, I think, not a very good idea.
The concept of sunk cost.
Yes.
Right? You're saying 4 minutes लगा दिए.
Now
thinking 4 लगा दिए, so let's spend more, forget it. Instead of that, think 40 minutes की जगह 36 minutes का section.
And
Absolutely.
some passages are so easy that you can do in 7 to 8 minutes also. So you must go for your strength and accuracy, and in which passage you can perform well. Same concept is in LRDI, because there are just like passage, there is one question which consists of 4 to 5 questions. So you have to choose in them. So I will suggest in LRDI also, you read the question and you try to solve question, and you are not coming up for example in seating arrangement, after 5 to 6 minutes you come to know that it is going to solve or not. If you get totally stuck at a particular point, I will say go for the next question. So in quant, I think there are different questions.
Absolutely.
So every question you get a chance to skip or choose. So I will say in quant, if you spend 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes, if it is solved, it's okay. Otherwise, move to next question.
Perfect. So in quant also, were you of the opinion that, certain topics, for example, arithmetic and algebra पे focus थोड़ा ज़्यादा, and numbers पे focus some कम, ऐसा कुछ did you go about something like that?
Yes. Because as I started preparation, I saw that last year around 7 to 8 years, how much weightage is given to particular topic. I will say start with the topics which are given more weightage, and start covering topics from there, because you get a more chance or more time for practicing them. And I will say, if you have covered particular topic, don't stop practicing questions from those topic. You move to next topic after 2 to 3 days, or I will say in week or in 2 to 3 days, you try to solve at least 5 to 10 questions from each topic which you have already covered.
Revision, basically. Yes. So that at any point in time you don't feel I've forgotten.
Yes, because after 15 to 20 days you ऐसा ना हो कि अरे ये तो नया टॉपिक है. I have to do it all together as a new topic.
Absolutely. I think makes a lot of sense. So looking at your journey, you wrote a lot of mocks, you wrote a lot of tests. So what is it that you would recommend to students? How should they go about analyzing? Because like you just pointed out, analyzing a mock is also very important. Analyzing the test that you've taken. So how should they go about analyzing it? What was your strategy?
Many people say that ego is not good for humans, but I will say, if you are confident in particular topic, you take it as a ego why this question is wrong in this topic, and after in analysis,
I'll interrupt you there. But this ego is coming after the mock, not during the mock.
Yes,
not
absolutely.
That during the mock, ये मेरे से नहीं हो रहा यार, ये तो करके ही रहूँगा.
हाँ, yes sir, yes. And I will give example of this afterwards. That ego पे लेना है कि क्यों ये क्वेश्चन मेरा इस टॉपिक पे नहीं हुआ है, and you have to do all the analysis, what concept I am missing, what I must learn more about this topic, so that in next mock I have to attempt all the question from this topic. So I think that must be
perfect. I think that's good. So you're saying ego. I look at it more in terms of just stay at it. If it takes 2 hours, even if it's an LR set, it takes 2 hours to solve. Let it take 2 hours. Takes 3 hours. Let it take 3 hours. Once you solve it, then you know अब ऐसा अगर आएगा, this is the methodology to do it.
आपको कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर होते हैं वहां से.
वो जो हाई मिलता है, वो जो पॉजिटिव मिलती है, वो जो एंडोर्फिन रश मिलता है, आपको मजा आ गया. Absolutely.
And I think it motivates also.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm totally in sync with that. Lovely. So you also spoke a little bit about the fact that students need to realize that in the CAT exam you don't have to attempt everything.
Yes.
You like you said, you attempt 50% of the paper and still. How long did it take for you to understand that? Because generally most of the students, whichever exams they've written till date, हमेशा ये होता था attempt पूरा पेपर करके आने. This is very, very different. Why we are saying attempt only 50% of the paper.
Yes.
Zameen Asman ka chit. How long did it take for you to accept this and be okay with it?
I think when I started giving mocks, I was like, मुझे सब कुछ करना है. So in that, I think, especially in quant, because I was confident in that, and in that, if you go, you are like जल्दी means सारे क्वेश्चंस जल्दी करने की कोशिश करोगे, it will reduce your accuracy also, and you are, I think, in panic state, or I will say in means you are not very much giving properly time to a particular question, I will say. So it rush में रहते हो कहीं ना कहीं. So I will say that you aim to attempt as many as you can, but don't rush. Try to give 2 minutes at least to every question. Go by basic concept. Try to solve it correctly because accuracy matters.
Lovely. So just to bring things into context, in your actual CAT paper, in the LRDI section, how many sets did you solve?
2 sets.
Just 2 sets. That's 10 questions,
yes.
right? 2 sets, 10 questions done. In verbal, out of the 4 passages,
I think 2 passages I have solved, out of which 1 question I left because I was not
so
much.
Basically 7 questions.
Yes.
And
I think 9 questions.
9 questions. Sorry, 10. About 8-9 questions.
8-9 questions.
And the verbal part.
And I think I attempt 13 questions. 13
only. So 13 in VARC. 10 in DILR. Quant mein how many would you have attempted?
Only 11. And
11.
Because in VARC, I was like, मुझे passage करने हैं and summary वाले questions करने हैं. I was targeting these 2 only.
Correct.
And I was targeting 3 passage at least. But in exam, I was able to do only 2. And I have attempted all the summary questions. And I think new type of questions came.
Yeah.
Two questions were there.
Fill in the blank type.
Fill in the blanks, yes.
Passage वाही था, but fill in the blank.
So I attempted 1 out of 2, 1 there. From there, and I think 1 jumbled one. And accuracy was, means during exam I was like, I attempted minimum in passage also. LRDI also I attempted 2 sets only. I have to be good at quant, means I was under pressure, or I will say some, and in mocks I was doing 14 to 15 questions, but in actual exam I can do only 11, and accuracy was worst in quant.
Oh, okay.
So the topic.
So context में लाते हैं यार. You are saying 13 in VRC.
Yes.
You are saying 10 in DILR, 11 in quant. Quant आपका area of strength था.
Yes.
उसमें आप बोल रहे हो accuracy सबसे खराब. 34 questions किए 66 में 50%.
Yes.
जो बात कर रहे थे mainly वही है. And still your percentile was
99.26.
Now that is what I want students to hear. 99.26 by attempting 50% of the paper, wherein the section which is your area of strength, it was the worst among the 3 sections.
Yes. And because I got panicked during exam, or I was in unrest position during exam that I have to do well in this, or my exam was not good. I will suggest, don't panic in exam. Don't judge yourself during those 3 hours. After that, you can do analysis or everything you can do. But during those hours, try to give your best.
Yeah, and I like the way 3 hours. Exam 2 घंटे का, उससे पहले आधा घंटा, उसके बाद आधा घंटा. I keep stating this. ये जो 3 hours का time period होता है, 30 minutes before the exam, 30 minutes after the exam, mentality needs to be I must start.
Yes.
मेरे से बेटर कोई नहीं. मैं नहीं कर पा रहा, कोई नहीं कर पा रहा. इसके बाद और इससे पहले एकदम humble यार, मैं क्यों नहीं कर पाया, ये हो जाता हो. पर इसके टाइम ये 3 hours में I must start.
Yes.
मेरे से नहीं हुआ, किसी से नहीं हुआ. I think that's the funda what you are also stating, कि टेंशन नहीं लेना है, स्ट्रेस नहीं लेना. हाँ. उसमें जितना हो रहा है बेस्ट पॉसिबल डालो.
जिस सेक्शन में जितना हो रहा है उसमें पिछला सेक्शन कैसा गया, not matters.
Correct.
And you cannot do anything about that.
Absolutely. So, absolutely. And like you said, 50% of the paper attempt करो. 99.26 फिर भी आ रहा है, 99.27. So tension की तो बात ही नहीं है. Lovely. Great. So brilliant in terms of, the strategy of how you went about all of this. Let's talk about this is all what we like to call phase 1.
Yes.
Which is यार prep करना है CAT का, CAT crack करना है. एक बार वो crack होता है, after that comes this thing which is the phase 2 process, which is GDPI and VAT, which is something that was a bolt out of the blue, not something that people were looking for. पता ही नहीं था ये होने वाला है.
Prepare ही नहीं कर रहे हैं.
कुछ कर ही नहीं रहे. लगता था अरे ये difficult है. फिर ये जब आता है पता चला अरे ये क्या हो गया. So what was that like when you got to know कि अरे this is stage 2, इसमें ये होता है, इसमें ये करना है. What was that like? What was your preparation strategy there? And what helped you? How were you able to overcome it? And how were you able to succeed there?
Okay. So I was like a VAT PI होगा. And means in my interviews, I got to know that GD was not there. So I have to prepare for VAT and PI. For VAT, I was very underconfident, I will say. And because topic will be given, you have to write immediately about on that topic around 200 to 300 words. And you have to write some good points so that you can leave some impression. So for preparing, I have seen video from BYJU'S. Strategy was given, how you must see the topic, what points you must think, and what sequence of that particular writing must have, and there must be correlation between the different phrases. And so I means practiced on some topics, and the recent topics, I will say, any topic you have given, try to think in 4 to 5 parts, divided into 4 to 5 sections. This topic means this is going on in our current environment, or something government is doing particular things on that topic, means divide in 4 sections. And I will say then try to have correlation, means just practice on any topic. And I will say that Srinivas sir also helped me a lot on this, and he has seen this type I am writing, and how I can do better, how sentences I can frame better, everything he helped me a lot. Lovely. And PI also, some basic questions are there which we all have to prepare. Introduction, how we can make it catchy, and everything, means on all these topics Srinivas sir guided me a lot. Means, for example, he said me, just write your introduction, which must include this. And then he said to summarize it, means into 3 to 4 minutes in introduction. Then I have, during my mock interview with him, I give the same introduction. Then how, for example, I was like saying, just lightly saying that I have studied from Sainik school and I have done 10th and 12th from there. So sir asked me, what is there in this that every interviewee must know, that you have studied in Sainik school Lucknow? So I was like, sir, I was a top 50 students who were selected from state. My state. Yes. So sir was like, तुम्हें यही तो बोलना है. And then he reframed this, and every stage he helped me a lot in SOP and everything, filling what you have to put in every form of interview selection form is there. So he helped me a lot.
Lovely, great to hear. I'm sure Srinivas will also be very happy that he could help you in this way. Let's get a little deeper into this. Now, generally hota kya hai, when the phase 2 starts, at that time you realize there is something called HR related, then there is something called current affair related, then there is something called technical questions basis your background, and then multiple other things you need to prep. Is there something that you would recommend to students who are preparing right now, that these are certain basic things that they can start doing from today, so that at least kuch base formulate ho jaye by the time they start in December, January, seriously preparing for phase 2?
If he is currently working or has some experience, I will say, just go for the topics which are related to the work X. If you are working in, for example, for me, I was working as a software engineer, and mostly my work is in machine learning. So topic questions can be asked, first of all, the type of company I am working. Second, for machine learning, they can ask me anything. In some interviews they got into mathematics also, but I will say you can skip that part, but you must know about machine learning and in details, and about your company, about your competitors. And if you are in college, just prepare for undergrad courses, and if your work X also you have to prepare, but you can you don't need to focus much on that.
Correct.
But you must know about those topics. And for Kolkata interview, I would say go with some mathematics, because they always focus on that.
Yeah. And along with this, would you also recommend that they probably read a newspaper, so that current affairs,
yes, very important,
tension
because they in interview they ask you, sometimes they, for example, one of my friend shared his interview details with me. He was like, उन्होंने पूछा कि कौन सा न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ते हो? He was like कि द हिंदू पढ़ता हूँ. They were like कि कौन से पर्सन है जो एडिटोरियल्स भी लिखते हैं. They went into detail, and they can ask anything on recent topic. They can also ask from history also. They can ask from anything. But I will say you can't go in history, because, for example, they asked me which countries was in Cold War, in which year it started. But they are, at that point of time, I think they are seeing how you handle that situation, how you react correctly. Correct. And but you must prepare for current affairs, because it's very important that you are going in top B schools and you are going in business. You must be aware of what everything is going into in your society, what changes are made every day, what in economics especially, and I think current affairs is very important.
Perfect. So couple more questions now. First is, according to you, what do you think were some of the mistakes that you made throughout this journey of yours, which you would recommend to other students and upcoming students that they should not make? They should be wary of it and they should not make this mistake.
I would say that during giving mocks, some mocks are are very tough also, or it might be that they are not much balanced. So don't try first of all, the mocks which are all India mocks from any source, try to give them, see where you stand, and the mocks you are giving, don't try to be underconfident, मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा. You must do analysis, try to focus on the topics which you think, you have found out that these topics are weak, and you must focus on that. Try to practice that particular topic 1 day or 2 days according to you, how much time you need on that topic, so that, and you must make sure in next mock that on that topic you must perform good, I would say. And the mistakes, the most important mistake is never get panic during exam. Because for me, it happened with me. So I would suggest during your practice mock also, don't get panic during mock. Just I would say during practice mock, you see what experience you are having at that particular time, so that you can utilize that. For example, if you are getting nervous seeing the difficult passage, so it must not affect your LRDI or quant or the next passage you are attempting.
Correct.
So these are the things, sir.
Perfect. One last question.
Yes, sir.
What is your recommendation to students? What are the 2 to 3 things they should keep in mind? We've spoken about the mistakes, but what are the 2 to 3 things they should keep in mind and do strategically and do continuously over the course of the next 5 to 6 months, so that they have a very good chance of doing well in CAT 2023?
I would say that first thing is start giving mocks. I would not say from now only, but from July or August, start giving mocks. Do good analysis of mocks. And I would say that different strategies are said by the different teachers, that this must be a trick or something like that. You try to implement that. If you cannot implement it, go with basic concept and try to have your own tricks on every topic. Your tricks which you are comfortable using it, so that during exam you can use it at best, you can utilize it fully. And I would say the particular topic section which is in BYJU'S, it is best thing you can have for practicing any particular topic. And or you can be like see videos on that topic first, and then come to that particular topic, practice question and master that particular topic, so that in mocks try to do well in those topics every time. That's it.
Perfect. I think brilliant recommendations. Recommendation was simple: master something and then ensure you're a stud at it, so that you can score as much as possible from it. I think one biggest takeaway that I've gotten with your interaction was accuracy is very, very important, and something which I also believe in. Attempt utna karne ki zarurat nahi hai. 33 questions in 2 hours. It seems like you have enough time, right?
Yes.
Almost 3.5-4 minutes per question. बहुत time है. वो 33 questions कर लो. Accuracy अगर आपकी 90% है, 99.4, 99.5 भी आ सकता है, 99.3 आपका ही आया था.
Yes.
So I think from all of us here, Arpit, a very big congratulations to you. I think you've gone ahead and done very, very well. You made all of us proud. You made yourself proud, and I'm sure you'll go well and do very, very well at Bangalore, and kickstart your own personal venture very, very soon, which was basically what you wanted to do and what you wanted to get into.
Thank you so much, sir.
And thanks a lot for doing this for us and for helping all the students.
And I would say this is possible because of all the help given by BYJU'S app and Srinivas sir. And I would say thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Guys, that was it. That's Arpit from us here. He's gone ahead. He's made everybody proud. He's done a very, very good job. A commendable achievement. He's going into IIM Bangalore this year, and hopefully you all are all motivated, and next year many of you all will be seated here on this seat and will hopefully be walking down the path of meeting him as your senior. That's it from our end. See you very, very soon in the next spotlight session. Bye bye for now.